Yay, we made it to Copenhagen.
It is lovely weather today.
Oh,
the sun is...
It's ideal.
It's beautiful. When we left Minnesota, it was like a blizzard. And then we get here, and it's like 50 degrees and sunny.
Yeah.
I've never been happier before.
Yeah, our host was like, we've been waiting for this kind of weather, so everyone's going to be out. It's perfect to bike. Mm-hmm. They have some bikes that we can use here. Mm-hmm. So we're going to bike around, hit some yarn stores.
We've got a couple things on the docket. So we're going to start... I should just preface, we don't actually know how to pronounce any of these Danish words. I try, but I just automatically do like a German accent, and I don't think that's right. So we're going to Bruun Strik.
Bruun Strik.
Bruun Strik, I don't know. We're going there first. It's like a 10-minute bike ride away, so that sounds lovely. And they have like a bunch of the yarns that we're looking for.
Yeah,
so
I anticipate this being our favorite.
So we'll hop there first.
After that, we're going to go to Tante Grøn. Let me just say that again.
Tante Grøn.
I don't remember if there's an I in it. No, I don't think
it's an O with a slash.
Tante Grøn. Okay. And they make their own yarn, so I'm excited to see that. Mm-hmm. And they've got Cardiff cashmere. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's so many other things.
Yeah, probably. I finished my only knitting project that I brought last night. So I have to buy yarn to cast on my next project, because what else am I going to do today?
I know.
I can't knit.
Yep.
My knitting bag was like so sad and empty when I grabbed it. It's kind of sad. Anyway, so we'll go to Tante Grøn, and then we'll go to Knitting for Olive.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if we'll get anything at Knitting for Olive.
Yeah.
Just because we like have that around, and it's at all these other stores, but I think it'd be fun to see. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the closest we'll ever be, so we kind of gotta.
And I'm excited to see their like sample projects that they have knit up. Mm-hmm. There's a few patterns that I've been thinking about. So
yeah, so that'll be really fun. And then we might come back to Sommerfuglen. Mm-hmm. I don't remember how to say it, but we went to that one last night, and we just like stopped in briefly. Mm-hmm. Didn't buy anything because we were like, okay, we have to like see other things first.
And
we can't
just
like buy everything right away.
Of mind to make a decision.
No, 40 hours of no sleep is not the time.
I'm glad we did take the bikes out, because I don't know if I would have had the confidence to do it, to take them out today.
Just were like,
but now we do. We can do it.
Yeah, everybody's biking around because it's so lovely out. So it's kind of busy, but it's kind of fun. You just zip around. There's like nice bike lanes. It's so lovely.
Yeah, and we'll probably hit a few coffee shops, hit a few parks. Yeah, and we're just gonna take you along the journey.
It'll be fun.
So let's go. Let's go.
The first store that we went to that morning was Bruun Strik, and it's in the Frederiksberg neighborhood. And this space was so lovely. They had so many different yarns to see, lots that we don't have at home that we could see and feel and touch. They had a lot of different samples knit up and different options, so those were also nice to be inspired by. The space as a whole was very open. There was lots of room to walk around and pull out different yarns. The windows just let in so much sunlight. It was honestly just so great. We also found some of these Santa's Garden booklets that I was looking for, so that was very exciting. I've never been happier. Overall, it was great. They had various options of Chaos, Santa's Garn, Isager, Lenegato, Gepard, Rauma, Noro, and Filcolana. It was definitely one of our favorite stores.
The next store that we went to was Tante Grøn in the Frederiksberg neighborhood, and it was super cute how you have to walk down into it. First thing I saw was the Cardiff cashmere that I was looking for. And spoiler, I didn't get this color, but it was very nice. They had a large selection of Santa's Garn, Rauma, Noro, Lang, Isier, Jelholtz, Filcolana, Cardiff, and Camarose, and a lot more. They also have yarn that they make themselves, which is really cool. As you can see, all the yarn is kind of shoved in these little shelves, which is not the easiest to take out of, but still a great store.
Next, we went to Knitting for Olive, which is also in the Fredericksburg neighborhood. And it was just so sweet to see all of the Knitting for Olive yarn on display. They had their merino, heavy merino, soft silk mohair, cotton merino, no waste wool, and pure silk in every color you could ever dream of. They had knit up samples of all of their patterns on display. So there were some of the adult patterns and then the babies' patterns as well. And they had these swatches where you could see the marling with the different mohairs in the merino. That was really neat to see as well. We took some time to flip through their booklets and honestly just sit and enjoy the pretty sunshine in there. It was so aesthetic in that space and very inspiring to want to knit up some pretty sweaters. And obviously we fell in love with the little sheep in the window.
The last store that we went to was Uldstedet in the Inderby neighborhood. They had a lot of selection of Rowan, Isir, Noro, Yelholtz, Cardiff, Rosa Pomar, and a lot of Gepard. Like so many bases of Gepard. But we got our Yelholtz there for our pullover, and they had some cute little notions, and also a nice spot where you could sit and knit. And just really pleased with how everything was organized and laid out. We ended up remembering that we needed to cake up our yarn so that we could actually use it, and that was great. We finally stopped down for some coffee.
It's like 4 p.m.
Yeah, and we finally stopped to start knitting.
Yeah. I saw not one, but two separate women wearing a porcelain sweater today.
Yeah.
Actually,
Could it have been the same girl?
It could have been the same girl. It could have been the same girl, just in 2 separate times. But so that was kind of fun.
And now we're here.
Now we're here, drinking some caffeine.
Yeah, much needed. I'm feeling very happy. I love my choices so far. So.
As do I. The coffee is very good. I mean, I got a chai latte, but I just feel like the caffeine we've had today has been quite delicious.
Yeah. We need to find some pastries after this.
I've been pastryless all day. It's a shame.
So sad. All right, we're gonna finish this. Back home, had a great time in Copenhagen, then we went to Italy for the wedding, which was really fun. We were in this like big villa all together with the two families, and yeah, it was super fun.
It totally downpoured on the wedding day, but otherwise, it was still so lovely. Our sister was a beautiful bride. We've got a wonderful new brother-in-law, so it was a great time, honestly.
Yeah. In Copenhagen, we ended up getting quite a bit of yarn. We decided we were going to get 4 projects worth each.
Which is a lot of yarn.
It is a lot of yarn.
But we're not going to buy yarn for a while.
Yes.
This is like our next allotted chunk of yarn. So we're okay with it.
Yeah, and you're only in Copenhagen once. So the first day we went to Sommerfuglen.
Yeah.
And we ended up not getting anything there. But it was a really cool store to start out at and like just see all the selections that they have there. What, baby? You want to come over here? He always does. He likes to be the center of attention. Classic.
Classic Carl.
He's like, this is my channel too now.
Apparently. Although I didn't mind it. His tongue doesn't fit in his mouth. Ever.
It's part of him. So we went to Sommerfuglen and didn't get anything, but it was a really cool store. I would totally recommend going there.
We were certain we were going to circle back to it, and then we never did.
Yeah. There's just so much to see.
There's too many places to go. And then we ended up going to Bruun Strik. I got that Sandnes Garn booklet, which was really cool. I wasn't actually really expecting to find it
and they only had like 10 or so booklets there, so it was cool
Yeah.
that it was one of the ones that they had. It's actually in Norwegian. We thought it was Danish because we just hadn't really flipped through it.
I just assumed.
Yeah,
We're in
and then,
Denmark.
oh no, it's Tante Grøn, so it's in Norwegian.
Yeah.
And we learned some Norwegian growing up, because we're like 50% Norwegian. But I don't remember any of it. So Google Translate will be helpful. They do have like a little translation page, but it's not all the words. It's
Yeah.
like the word for knit and stockinette and turn and whatnot. So I think Google Translate will be my best friend when making that pattern. That's okay.
But I think that's the only way to do it, right?
I don't know.
Or can you get it English?
Do other people get them in English? I don't know. It was just the only opportunity I had.
It'll be fun.
It'll be a fun adventure for sure.
After that, we went to Tante Grøn, where I got my card of cashmere. And I told Alyssa before we were going there, I was like, I'm gonna get a light blue. But then I remembered that I've been always picking colors that are the same color of the like image.
Oh yeah, the pattern
The
photos.
pattern photo. I was like, I need to be more original. So then I was like, maybe I should get the purple. And then I was like, I don't know. And Alyssa said, you should get the blue. And so I got the purple. That's just how it goes.
It is.
But I'm really excited. I'm going to make the scarf number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear with that. Yeah, super soft. I'm
It's
really
amazing.
excited.
And she didn't even convince me to get one. I was like, honestly, I'll probably be convinced. But I was like, I don't want to wear a little scarf thing. Like, I don't foresee myself
you're not
wearing
really
that.
a scarfy girl.
No. But I'm very happy that you got it.
Yeah. I also got something that I wasn't planning on getting, but I got the Noro Silk Garden Sock Solo. So it's a sock yarn, but I probably won't make socks because I don't think that's what
You're
I
not a
want to
sock
do.
person.
No, but this is my dream yarn, like this cobalt blue with like colored specks in it. So I had to get it. I knew I'd regret not getting it. So I got 4 of these. So hopefully I can make like a sweater out of it.
Yeah, something simple that really shows off the yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be really fun. I ended up getting some Izir Trio 1 there. It's a linen, cotton, and lyocell blend, and it's lace weight, so it's super, super fine. And I think I'm going to hold it with some yarn that I have in stash just to make like a summery blouse. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
came over me.
wouldn't just do this.
No,
That is
no, I don't
so
have the patience for that. But I also didn't feel like I had the patience to, like I wanted to do like the Sevilla blouse or the blouse number 1, and I didn't want to do a fingering weight, long sleeve summer tee. So I wanted to hold it with something. And so we'll see which one or if anything I get gauged for. I don't know. This was like my least thought out plan.
We were a little more spontaneous here.
Yeah, we were.
Tante Grøn.
And that's okay. So I was very excited about that.
After that, we went to Knitting for Olive, which is this beautiful store, very inspiring and aesthetic.
Yes, very aesthetic.
We didn't get any yarn, but Alyssa got a very fun little
I
souvenir.
got a little bag. I'm not really a bag person. I'm not a purse person. Our sister was very surprised. She's like, that's a purse, Alyssa. You're not a purse person. But here I am. I think it's going to be a cute little knitting bag. And the top part cinches in. And
So cute.
I love that because then you don't have to worry about things falling out of your bag.
And it
cinched
looked
in.
adorable in her little bike basket.
Yeah, it was the perfect size. So it was quite lovely. And I actually ended up needing more bag space for the next yarn store that we went to to hold the yarn that we bought. So
Yeah.
it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, what's the highlight of your trip? I was like, honestly, just like stuffing my little bike basket with yarn was the highlight, for sure.
Yeah, biking around
It's
Copenhagen.
like so dreamy.
Yeah.
After that, we ended up remembering of a store that I had pinned, which was Uldstedet, and we purchased our Hjälholtz yarn there. They had it so beautifully displayed on one of their walls.
I don't even know how to say the name of this.
No, that's all
And
right.
I don't know if I even want to try.
Handverksgarn.
Sure.
Actually, that's not so bad. Maybe.
I don't know if that's correct, though. I think it translates to, like, craft yarn or something, which is interesting. Like, on all the websites, it would translate to craft yarn. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this one, they had it, like, the best on display. It was at a couple of the different yarn stores, but it was always, like, shoved in nooks and crannies, like, close to the floor. So you couldn't, like, see all the options. And they had them, like, hung up on a wall. Yeah,
Yep.
it was lovely.
I was going to get a color
She was gonna get hot pink.
It was like bright hot pink. I was like, oh, it's so
Like
cool.
fuchsia.
I love it.
So
But
vibrant.
then I was like, that's on brand for me. But then I realized like it's kind of more on brand to get a neutral in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
So somehow I decided to get brown, which I'm proud of myself. This
I
is
am
a good
too.
step for me.
I got beige because I'm basic and that's who I am.
Well, you were gonna get a brown as well,
That's
and then we're
true.
like, no, that's too similar. We need
Yeah. I was
more
wearing
contrast.
a brown sweater when we looked at this
That's true.
at first, and it was the exact same color as the sweater I was wearing. And then we decided I can't do that. I can't get the same exact color sweater.
Yeah, really excited for this.
We're knitting up the sand grain slip over in this, and it is very lovely. I'm really enjoying it.
The next day, we ended up that night deciding what we wanted to get back at Bruun Strik because they had a lot of great yarns, and it was kind of our final purchase. So we made our game plan, and the next day we went back to Bruun Strik.
We're back.
We're back.
And we got some Mandarin Petite at Bruun Strik. It was on sale. It wasn't part of our plan.
No,
It was just on sale. They have a nice little sale section, and
these
we
were
are easily
$2
swayed.
a
Yeah.
piece.
So we got a couple of these. We'll make some fun summery knit with it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's 100% cotton, and
I'd never
it a
heard of it
DK?
before, so I think it's DK.
yeah, we'll see how it goes, but super fun. And then the main thing that was the big plan,
The big plan.
I got chaos yarn, and these are the colors I ended up going with. Oh no, it's kind of a struggle. Originally, I was thinking of doing a stripe hype sweater with chaos, but I'm not a stripe person, so I really thought about it, and I was like, I don't think that's really me. So I ended up deciding to do the Mina sweater, which I know is gonna be maybe not the most fun thing to do, but I think using this yarn and all these colors is gonna be what's gonna get me through.
Absolutely.
And the end product will be so fun. So yeah, got the matching brushed alpaca with the merino yarn.
It'll be really fun.
Yeah, and this yarn is really cool because it's not like shiny at all. It's just like super fluffy. Yeah, they had so many good colors, but I'm really happy with what
It
I
took
found.
I mean, that was a long decision-making process to try and figure out just the right combo. But I think it'll be good.
And Alyssa convinced me to get two extra balls of yarn too. I was like, I
I'm
think
so
I can
afraid
do
of yarn
it with
chicken.
6, and then I was like, if I get 7, I would need another color to be extra. So I ended up,
I don't know. I'm petrified of yarn chicken, especially in this case where you really can't get another one. You have to ship it from Denmark, and that's a lot.
so I got 3 of these. I have 2 of.
I think it'll be
So
good.
I got a lot of yarn, but
Yeah.
it's so worth it.
Some other things that I got at Bruun Strik is this tin line. Our local yarn store carries just regular line, and I was excited to try the tin version. It's like a fingering weight, which I literally just said I don't want to do a fingering weight summer knit, but hear me out. If I start it now,
Hear me out.
it'll be done by September, and I'll just work on it all summer, and then
the
I won't get
end
to wear it in
product
summertime.
of a fingering weight summer
Yeah.
knit.
Yeah, I do love my fingering weight projects to wear. I just don't like knitting them, but I think this will make a really nice, like, little t-shirt. So we'll go with that. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to knit though. I don't know how I'll have the patience for it. Because yours, at least you have like bright colors. It'll be gruesome, but exciting. And this will be a lot of blue, but that's okay. The more exciting thing that I got is this Largette. I don't actually know how to say that. That's just how I think it is. Hand-dyed mohair. I'd seen a couple people get this on their trips to Copenhagen, and I thought it was really fun. I haven't done anything in a hand-dyed yard, I don't think. So this will be exciting. I was pretty proud of myself because I instantly was drawn to one that was very muted And then I decided to look on Ravelry and see how it knit up in different projects. And lo and behold, it was very muted and the colors didn't shine through at all. And I was like, oh, what's the point then, you know?
Yeah,
So-
like it was too subtle of an effect.
Yes. So I decided to go for one a little bit more out there. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's more exciting than the one that I was originally drawn to.
Yeah.
So this will be nice. I'll probably make like a Monday or something simple that really showcases how pretty this yarn is on its own. But I'll hold it with like a merino or something. Who knows? I'm very excited about that.
And that concludes all the yarn that we got.
Yeah.
Overall, Copenhagen was such a lovely place to be. I felt super safe, and the people were so nice to us.
Yeah. Our Airbnb host had 2 bikes that we could use, and so we just biked around all of Copenhagen, and honestly, that was like the best means of transportation.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like we didn't have to try and figure out the metro system or anything like that.
And their bike lanes are like separate from the road, from the car lanes.
And separate from the sidewalk. Like, you
yeah,
have
it
your
was like on a
own path.
different plane too.
Yeah,
So.
it was very nice. I was reminded of how bad I am at biking, though. I'm not very good
I know
at
I'd
balance.
go like a few feet and then I'd have to like,
Turn around and make sure
Make
I
sure
had
you
gotten
were actually
on my
there.
bike and
Yeah.
hadn't fallen over. It was a whole ordeal, but
Yeah.
that was really fun. We also did a little boat tour,
Yeah.
and that was kind of cool to be like more of a tourist and learn about some of the historical things and see some sights.
and
So,
just have another setting for us to knit
absolutely,
and enjoy the weather.
yeah, it was so lovely.
Yeah. Also, the cardamom buns.
Uh,
That is my biggest regret. I should have had more of those. I think we had 2. But
maybe 3.
I should have had more.
Like
They're
I could have
so
eaten so
good.
many every day. They were delicious. Yeah, that was, if you go to Copenhagen, eat some cardamom buns. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed hearing all about our trip and seeing some of the sights.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed watching videos like this as we were planning for our trip, or even just now that we've already been there.
Yeah, if you have any more questions, if you're planning to go there, we'd be happy to answer them in the comments. But yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.